Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to this video. My name is Chris. I'm a creative entrepreneur, and before we get into today's video, I just want to start off with gratitude and say thank you to everybody who's been watching these videos, who's been engaging with the comment, who's been commenting, who's been sharing questions, and also just like inspiration, because this has been one of the most pivotal moments in my life where I feel seen, I feel heard, I feel like I'm sharing valuable information with people that are actually taking it, applying it, and just building their freedom in their own life. And that's like overall what I'm doing this for, is to number one, just create a bunch of freedom in people's lives, because I feel like I had a very unfree life that I had to create a lot of freedom in. And that's endlessly what I want to share with people, because I think if I give you guys the tips that have worked in my own life to create freedom, you'll know which tips speak to you, and you'll figure out a way to create freedom in your own life. Because I think everybody should be an entrepreneur and everybody should be free in life, and we should have the ability to essentially do what we want to do with all of our time here, instead of working for somebody who doesn't value us, but putting all that value into yourself and what you do, and just simply sharing that message with the world. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for just reaching out and asking questions that I can answer, because it truly makes me feel like I'm making an impact in the world and a difference in the world in the way that I've always seen it. So guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for today's video, if you guys did start the 75-day YouTube challenge, today I'm going to break down my past 17 days on the 75-day YouTube challenge, because the analytics have been insane in these last couple of days. And I wanted to do this after 2 weeks, but it felt a little early, so we're doing it now. And today is my 18th day. And the analytics are insane, and the overall impact on this in my life as a in my career as a creative entrepreneur has just been awesome. You guys hear me? I'm like giddy. I'm like, this is such an awesome feeling. So thank you guys. So let's break down what's happened in the past 17 days. So last night was a big one. Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here. Let's just go in general. So since starting the 75-day YouTube challenge, I have 2,000 views. And ironically, this is what I want to share with you guys too, is the impact of like the videos that aren't getting views initially. Like I had one that went from like 15 views to like 300, and is now my top performing video that I filmed last week. And I'll share what that's coming from, because I know like this is where my marketing and branding just click in, and I want to share this stuff with you because it's stuff people didn't tell me early on in entrepreneurship that I wish I would have known. What else has happened is now I have about 60 watch hours, which I want to say about 3 days ago is at 30 watch hours. So like it's already doubling, which is like compounding, kind of like interest and long-term savings accounts and IRAs. Content does the same thing and follows the same trends, and I'm seeing the content compound. And I'll give you the secret too of that. I've gained 25 subscribers in the last 17 days, which is insane, because over the past couple of years, or over the last 5 years, I've been posting cinematic edits of travel videos and different stuff. And like, yes, I have 2,025 subscribers, but it's like I have been able to gain more subscribers in the last few days than I have over the last couple of years, even though, or like the margin of that gain is insane now compared to like how long it took me to get those 2,000. I feel like I can get another 2,000 in another 2 weeks essentially. Because overall too, like my content by posting every day has 60,000 impressions. So if you even like scale this back to like a marketing perspective, I'm like, dude, I need to wear some more Weekender shirts so that like people are just seeing the Weekender on the thumbnail so that they get familiar with it. Or it's like, like that is essentially like by posting a video to YouTube every day, you're essentially putting out something that you'd pay an ad to do the same thing. So for instance, like if I wasn't doing a YouTube video every day, like A, people aren't seeing me. B, it's like 60,000 people have seen more of me and are more familiar with me. They're more familiar with this like set. They're more familiar with my face. They're more familiar with the brand and stuff that I'm doing. You get it? Like it's like essentially free marketing at a very, very impressive rate, I would say, for organic. And then my click-through rate is 2.2, which I haven't put in time on the thumbnails, but I feel like that's pretty good for this kind of content that's more relaxed. Because I think you want your typical click-through rate like between 5 and 7. I want to say it's more towards 7 on YouTube, but still like that number is increasing. And like all these numbers that I'm giving you, like the line in the app is like straight upward, and I'm like, let's go. And then my view duration as a whole, I think is around like 2 minutes, which is really good for these videos. They've been about 5 minutes, and I've seen this phenomenon that like most YouTube videos, people watch half of the total duration. So if you want more view time, create longer videos, you're still getting half the view duration of the video, which is Also, an important factor is like, where are people dropping off in your videos? What are they or what are you talking about that causes them to drop off? Is something to pay attention to, but also not like super fixate on, because whatever that phenomenon is, like people watch about half the video and then they're like, all right, I'm good, which is just a part of YouTube. So like those are my analytics, and I'm sharing with you those not to flex but to inspire you, because when I started this journey, you know, it's 18 days ago, like this is what I wanted to happen, but I didn't know if it would happen, but it's totally happening, and it's totally fun to put out content that people are engaging with, that people are finding value in, that people are, you know, commenting about questions like, what am I shooting this on? Whoever asked that, like, if anybody wants to know too, I'm shooting this on a Canon R5. You know, it's just really fun to be that voice that helps other people create freedom in their life, which I've endlessly like covered in the beginning, and guys, like it's just so cool. So like, why am I excited about this information? Number one, like the views of the videos I've seen start doubling very quickly, and the videos that weren't performing well are performing well. And I have a hypothesis of what this is, and it's essentially, it's the compounding of views, because when somebody watches one of your videos on YouTube, YouTube's going to suggest your next videos to them. So number one, by simply watching one video, YouTube's going to reintroduce you to this person multiple times, and the more that they click on it, the more it's going to introduce. So number one, it's marketing you by just putting out content. And number two, what you're doing is you're creating an authority. And this is key for personal branding, is to create an authority. And essentially by having so many, you know, thumbnails and videos, people start to think that they perceive your value as higher, right? And it's simply just like an illusion, but there is the value in this content. But it's the illusion of like, if you're everywhere all over YouTube and YouTube's continually showing you to people who have seen one of your videos, these people are going to start to think that you're higher up on the totem, or you know a lot more, or you're sharing a lot of value, because why else would YouTube be showing you the thumbnail of like, who's this guy? Like, what's he talking about? And the people who aren't watching, that are being targeting, are getting curious. They're like, why does this redheaded guy in a Weekender shirt continually pop up on my YouTube feed? Like, what is he talking about? And they can only hold that curiosity for so long before they click into a video. And once they click into a video and then you give them value, like that person's going to keep coming back anytime they get stuck. And that's part of what's happening with my channel, I feel, is like, one, I'm everywhere and I'm putting out topics that are all in the same niche, but I'm talking about them at different angles. And as people are watching the videos, like I'm seeing the subscribers grow and I'm seeing the others' videos grow, which means this video hooked them. And these videos are showcasing them the knowledge and the value. And all they have to do is get one piece of knowledge or value from you, and they'll keep coming back for more. And then as the creator, like it's your job to expand, like what topics are people watching. And this is a huge key, is like I go back and I'm seeing all my analytics of all my videos, and the main topics people are focusing on is a sustainable business with me. Sustainability is a big keyword that I'm using, and ayahuasca. And it's been really cool to even like put this out there too, is like I wouldn't be where I'm at in business without ayahuasca, and I wouldn't have ever searched for ayahuasca if I hadn't ever gotten stuck in business. And it's like seeing those two interplay is like, and even being a creative entrepreneur, it's like very aligned with that marketplace. And it's like a lot of creative entrepreneurs are visionaries, and I know this because I am one, but it's like visionaries tend to sit with psychedelics to access the stuff to bring back into society. And, you know, so that is it's just like this massive whirlpool. But overall too, what's happening is like the compound growth of videos. Like this is the coolest model too. And I got this from Dan Coe. He said like the worst thing you can do is have a YouTube video go viral out the gates, which I think is just phenomenal advice, because every time you post a video, you're stacking up like your content bank account, so that when one does go off, now they have all these videos to watch to learn more about you. And all it takes is one video going off and performing really well for the rest to catch the momentum of it, because it's that once they watch one video and they watch it long enough, YouTube's going to keep referring them all your other videos, and they can learn at their own speed, which is like crucial. And one video turns into two videos, you know, if they're them watching it, and then two turns into four turns into 8, and you get the progress. Then overall, what I've really been doing too is tracking every video that I shoot. I track the transcript, the description, the title, the keywords, then I drop all that back into Google Gemini, is what I prefer to use over ChatGPT, because YouTube's owned by Google. Just makes sense to use their AI. And then I run an analysis and I'm like fine tune my audience. Who am I talking to? Who are they? And what message are they after? And it's essentially like all the video and the content I'm creating is from that analysis, because it's taught me like what I like to talk about, what people are interested in me talking about, and then what points can I bring them the most value to continue to grow. And I think that as a creator is key. Like, it's good to put out the message that you like to talk about authentically, wholeheartedly, and then see how people respond to it. And one video is gonna go off, and then that's what you focus the content towards until it starts showing like, all right, maybe they aren't interested in that, and then flip to another subject that brings that in, if that makes sense. And then overall on my channel, like I said early on in this video, I've seen a lot of engagement. I've seen a lot of comments, people saying that the tips and tricks that I'm presenting are working. They're so simple, they're easy. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly it. And I portray it that way because it is to me. But I also know people are on different levels, but to see them respond back to me with value and just excitement from this stuff, like I'm like, yes, it's working. And then to have people, you know, comment on my gear and mention like they love the shot, they love the setup, like that's something that I worked hard on too. And it's like, we've nailed it. And this has essentially become my studio for this YouTube series, but it's really cool too, because it's like best of both worlds. We have my startup over here, we have my life over here, and I'm sitting in the middle of it telling you how to like do both of these things. You kind of get that. So it's like endlessly as a whole, this 75-day YouTube challenge has been crucial. It's been critical. I'm getting all the returns of it very earlier than I thought, which is super cool. And then to see like the watch time go from like 30 hours a few days ago to 60, I'm like, let's go. Did you know, see one video that introduces this whole 75-day YouTube challenge, gaining subscribers and gaining comments overnight compared to the rest of the content's really cool. And I'm like, this is dope. Why doesn't everybody do this? So guys, if you made it to this part in the video, what I would tell you to do is do the 75-day YouTube challenge. If you haven't started, like, this is sick. And I'm actually gonna put this video at the end of that YouTube video just to get the views up too, because, you know, somebody starting the YouTube challenge could be like, I wonder how he's doing, you know, 2 weeks in. And after they watch that intro video, what would be more inspirational than them to see this video of me talking with my excitement and like laying out the raw data of all the stats coming in? Like, that's more inspiration to get somebody to start, which I mentioned early on here too. Like, that's my goal. Like, I want y'all to have freedom. I want you to have the control to create whatever the heck you do and make money doing it. Like, that's what I do in my life at the most like abstract degree. Is like, I literally, if you guys like break this down, for my career outside of this YouTube stuff, is like I literally get paid to walk around with a camera and push a red button and then take that footage, put it on my computer and click a mouse. Like, that is the basic necessity of what I do. And then how I work with people is like the essence of my brand and the value that I bring, and the experience is a big part. But it's like, as a whole, if you think about it, like, I get to create content for other people and myself. That is what I do with my life. But in creating this channel, what I'm doing is creating more of the value. I'm talking more about what we create and how we create it and how you can do that too. And then how you can take every aspect of your life or of my life and apply it to your life in your own unique way that makes it work for you, so that you can have the freedom, you can have the money coming in, you can have the passive income. Like, you get full freedom in your life to do whatever you want to do with it. And what's better than simply creating content about what you do every day and getting paid for it? Like, that, to me, it's living. And that, guys, like, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I act as a muse of inspiration to either get you started on the 75-day YouTube challenge, or to think about starting, or to even continue with the challenge if you started, because I didn't see the results in the first week. I saw it about starting the second week, and now we're on the third week, going into the fourth week, and it's just compounding. It's growing. Like I said, all my charts are very vertical. It's dope. I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to start your channel and even to gain the momentum, figure out what you like to talk about, figure out what people engage with, and see these trends happen on your channel, because the key is consistency. It's just putting out content every day so that you do create an authority in this space, so that you can create value, or figure out what value you create for people and creating more of that value. Because once you create value and figure out what value people get from you, and you put it out there, and you put it out there just for free, people are going to eat that up. And all it takes is one experience, one piece of knowledge, one piece of wisdom, one piece of advice that they apply to their life, and they see change, and they're going to be watching you guys over and over again as you share more and more. And the key to, as a creative, just to share the most authentic content to you. not to please your audience, but to share things that you're going through in life that are valuable. And once you get to the resolution, not going forward, but stopping and speaking it to the camera, speaking it to somebody watching your videos, giving them that knowledge and advice that you learned through the process so that they can accelerate their growth by not going through the challenges and the hardships that you went through, but bypassing all that from what they learned from you. And that is how you build a following and build an audience and build a community of people that relate to you. They want to connect with you, and the more information you give them, the more they're going to love you. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching all the other videos. If you're one of those people that have watched them all, like, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for engaging. And thank you for helping make my dreams come true, because if my dreams come true, your dreams are going to come true too. So peace out, guys. Have a good day.